When you take these products, you just drink them twice a day. It suppresses your appetite. It reduces your cravings. You don't want the same junk you would probably turn to when you went too long without eating.
How do you offset binge eating? One of the greatest benefits of ketones is that they help act on certain neurotransmitters in the brain that help keep us full.
I heard about this drug. I said, let me take it. It was my suggestion. I said, let me take it. And it was incredible the way it worked. Incredible.
Well, hello there, my lemon heads, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. Yes, I'm still on RD2B. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch this live. That will be linked below. We're gathered here today for another MLM product deep dive. The company on the chopping block today is one that we're very familiar with here on my channel. It is none other than Pruvit Ventures, aka Pruvit, the ketone weirdos. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and lots of dry sarcasm on the way, why not hit the subscribe button and just join the Lemonade Stand, because we would just really love to have you here. Without anything further, let's make lemonade. I'm drinking fake lemonade. It's one of those like True Lemon, like the flavor packets. Put it in my water and added a slice of lemon, so it's extra lemony. Pruvit Ventures, also known simply as Pruvit, is a dietary supplement-based multi-level marketing company. It was founded in 2015, so it's relatively newish. The CEO and co-founder's name is Brian Underwood. Pruvit's core beliefs are to, quote, tackle the supplement world by creating the world's first consumer-based ketone supplement drink, keto OS, end quote. They also say, we are primarily focused on evidence-based products that help optimize your human potential. Evidence-based, you say? I guess a lot of their reps didn't get that memo. So as I just said, the basis of Pruvit's product line is ketones. They put them in most of their products. They're not in every single product, but they are in most of them. They really took the keto diet trend and ran with it. If you've been a viewer on my channel for a while, or, I mean, geez, if you consume any anti-MLM content, really, then you have likely seen and heard Pruvit consultants making many health claims about ketones and Pruvit products in general. The thing is, these claims are almost always, probably safe to say always, completely unfounded and just flat out untrue. Most Pruvit representatives make it very obvious that they do not understand the science of what they are selling. So what are these ketones that so many Pruvit products contain? So Pruvit has this powdered juice drink mix which contains ketones. It's called Keto OS or OS-NAT. NAT, N-A-T, is an acronym for Nutritionally Advanced Technology. I don't know what OS means, but I do know that the OS or OS is the opening of the cervix. It's probably not what they meant though, right? Pruvit says that their ketones are naturally made, quote, pure therapeutic ketones, end quote. And they say that theirs are the highest quality, most bioavailable exogenous ketones ever created. I mean, it's really not surprising that they're talking their ketones up so much. So Pruvit consultants ramble on and on and on about ketones and how amazing they are. The health claims they make about them are ridiculous, and they will become even more ridiculous to you once you realize and understand what ketones actually are. So this MLM deep dive will be a little bit different than others I've done in the past, because Pruvit really doesn't have a super wide range of products like most other companies, but it seems like their most popular product is probably this Keto NAT, Keto OS-NAT. Such a weird name. Who came up with that? The reps sling it like it's crack. And it's not only the product, it's that they drone on and on and on about the ketones in the product. So that's why I decided to make the highlight of this MLM product deep dive more about the ketones. So you guys, get your pens and papers out. We've got a biology lesson. It's time for school. What are ketones? Ketones, aka ketone bodies, are substances generated by the liver during times of prolonged fasting/starvation. FYI, to your body, fasting and starving are the same thing. Okay, your body doesn't care that you're being cute and trendy by calling it fasting. All your body knows is that it's fucking starving and running on fumes because you're not feeding it enough carbohydrates or food in general. The three main ketone bodies are acetone, acetoacetate, and beta-hydroxybutyrate, also called 3-hydroxybutyrate. The latter two that I just named are acidic, which can become a problem. More on that in a second. Acetone is the least abundant of all the ketone bodies, and it's actually mostly respirated off of the breath. If you've ever encountered someone someone who's in the state of ketosis or diabetic ketoacidosis, which though similar are not the exact same thing, their breath may smell a little bit fruity or kind of sweet, and that is because of the acetone that's being respirated out through their lungs. So having ketones circulating in your blood is the state of ketosis. When ketosis is induced by your diet, it's referred to as nutritional ketosis. Now, nutritional ketosis is not inherently dangerous. However, if you let it go on for a long time, it can become dangerous because remember, like I said, 2 of the 3 main ketone bodies are acidic. When too many ketones build up in your blood, your body does its best to try and get rid of them. And one way it does this is through your urine, because otherwise, if they build up, it can cause a serious state of what's called acidosis. And once again, ketosis is different than ketoacidosis. Although I have heard of a state of keto diet-induced ketosis leading to ketoacidosis. Very interesting. So, why does the liver make ketones? The primary purpose of ketones are for an alternative fuel source. Glucose is your body's favorite fuel source. Period, point blank. Don't let fasting or keto zealots tell you otherwise. They're wrong. Glucose is your body's favorite source of energy. Pretty much every cell in your body runs on glucose. However, when glucose is in short supply and there's not enough glycogen to break down to convert to glucose to use for energy, such as during a prolonged fast/starvation, or if you're on the ketogenic diet, your body starts taking matters into its own hands and starts breaking down non-carbohydrate substrates, usually fat, for fuel. This process is called gluconeogenesis. Gluco means sugar, neo means new, genesis means the beginning. So gluconeogenesis is basically your body making sugar from sources that are not typically sources where it would get sugar from, aka carbs. Gluconeogenesis is basically reverse glycolysis starting from pyruvate. Pyruvate is the result of aerobic glycolysis. So once the process of gluconeogenesis is complete, the byproduct is ketone bodies, which your body then uses as an alternative fuel source. Okay, I made that as detailed but still simple as I could, so I think that's it. I hope you all were taking notes because there will be a final at the end of this video. So now that we know what ketones are, the health claims that Pruvit reps make about them are absurd. For example, I've heard myself and documented on a couple of videos on my channel, Pruvit reps saying that ketones help improve your skin. How? Now, the consumption of exogenous ketone dietary supplements is not complete pseudoscience. There is some research which suggests that exogenous ketones may attenuate cognitive performance in certain conditions that cause degeneration of the brain, such as Alzheimer's, but more research is warranted. And to be honest, and this is just my opinion, this is all my opinion. Even if that were to be conclusively true, I find a company, especially a company with a multi-level business model, shilling exogenous ketones for that purpose to be abhorrent. And I can only imagine how consultants would take that information and use it to target vulnerable people with degenerative neurological conditions or people with family who have those conditions. So anyway, knowing what we know now about ketones, the health claims they make no sense, and as I said, are usually completely unfounded. Now that begs the million-dollar question. Will taking exogenous ketones hurt you? In my opinion, probably not. Will they improve your health and enhance your physical performance and give you amazing skin and sleep and fix all your gut health problems and just fix every problem you have? In my opinion, also probably not. So there you have it. So in terms of other products, Pruvit also has like a fasting program thing. It's a 5-day intermittent fasting system. The basic outline of it is taking their supplements upon waking up. You fast until noon, you have a high protein snack, plus another ketone supplement. At 3 p.m., you have another one of their supplements, and then between 6 and 8, you have a low-carb meal. Finally, 1 hour before bed, more of their supplements. So it is very little real food in mostly Pruvit dietary supplements, most of which contain ketones. So a dietary supplement company having a nutrition plan or challenge type thing is nothing new, but in my opinion, framing it as a fast is kind of genius. Like, in an evil kind of way, because with a fast, you're generally not eating, right? That's like the definition of a fast. Generally, a fast is the total absence of oral intake, right? Sometimes a fast may include things like water and tea, but overall fasting means mostly nothing oral. So to make a plan or a challenge, calling it a fast, but then saying, oh, but you need to take all these supplements to help support your fast. It's kind of evil genius because it ensures that people will buy and only use your products because they don't have any other choice. Lastly, and perhaps most ironically is, and let's remember our biology lesson that we just had, when does your body primarily make ketones? When you're fasting / just not eating in general for a prolonged period of time. So if you're doing intermittent fasting, presumably it's like a 12 to 16 hour fast. By that time, your body is probably already making its own ketones, its own 100% organic, au natural ketones. So we're taking more ketones because why? Well, because you have to buy them, of course. Also noteworthy is that Pruvit products actually don't contain all three ketone bodies. The I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, so I keep switching. That one and the other products that I checked out, which they say contain ketones, only have beta hydroxybutyrate, one of the three main ketones. So Pruvit ketones don't even have all three of the ketones that your body makes on its own and then goes on to use. So your body makes more ketones, just FYI. So most Pruvit products that I looked at only have one ketone, and my body already naturally, when it needs them, makes all three. So okay, closing thoughts. So this is a really short deep dive. I think this is the shortest deep dive video I've ever done. So let's put a bow on this and offer my closing thoughts as somebody with a clinical nutrition education background, officially. Yay! Do you, the average overall healthy human, need exogenous ketones? In my opinion, no. Will taking exogenous ketones in the form of a dietary supplement hurt you? In my opinion, probably not. Now, for the people who have either already or are in the process of leaving an angry comment on this video, who want to ask the question, well, how do you explain all my weight loss and my skin clearing up and fixing all my gut health issues after I took these ketones? Well, I'll tell you how I explain it. I explain it in one of two ways. The first way is the placebo effect. The placebo effect, a beneficial effect produced by a placebo drug or treatment, which cannot be attributed to the properties of the placebo itself and must therefore be due to the patient's belief in the treatment. Or the other way I explain it is a down-the-line result of lifestyle changes that have been made as part of taking exogenous ketone supplements. They have likely made other changes to their lifestyle, which may have had an indirect effect on those things. Those lifestyle changes may include, but are not limited to, beginning an exercise routine, consuming a more nutrient-dense diet, and just drinking more water, staying better hydrated, maybe when it's mixed with your ketone supplements. Okay, lastly, if you or somebody you know is dealing with degenerative neurological or cognitive issues and you want to try and use exogenous ketone dietary supplements, the advice I have for you is to get with a licensed healthcare professional. Definitely make sure they're not also a Pruvit consultant, because the fact is the evidence of exogenous ketones helping with that stuff, while present, it is still limited. So please just do me a favor and always consult with a licensed healthcare professional if you can. And really, I always kind of adopt the policy, like, if you can't see a licensed healthcare professional, because not everybody can, it's not that easy, I think the best bet is to just not do it. When it comes to dietary supplements and like experimental things you saw online to maybe fix something, that's just my opinion. That's just my take. This is definitely going to go on record as the shortest deep dive I've ever done. If you made it to this point, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment ketone if you're still here and confuse everybody who pieced out early. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you want to see more content similar to this, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, thank you so much again for watching, especially during this time while I am waist deep in my dietetic internship, and I just really appreciate the views and engagement. That really helps to support me. I will see you guys in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out.
Hey, baby. Okay.
Hey, Mama.
Yo.